Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another unboxing, and today we're going to do our second clearance find this week. Hell of a deal find. We're going to be unboxing this Batman from the Dark Knight Returns Build-A-Figure set, which is for the horse. If you looked on the channel, you probably noticed I've already uploaded the unboxing for the Joker from the same set that I also got on clearance. If you didn't see that video, I got these at GameStop. This week they're currently running at most GameStops, they're doing a special of half price on all clearance items. So I got this for about, I think this one ended up being closer to 11. Joker ended up being 10. But still, you can't beat that price, especially not for something that's a Build-A-Figure style McFarlane figure. And definitely not these Dark Knight Returns figures, because this is definitely one of the more iconic Batman design styles. And I've been wanting to get these, but either I found them and the prices. I mean, sometimes you just don't want to drop 30 bucks on one of these. Period. No matter how much you like the figure, and you see them everywhere too. These have not really been hard to find. So I've just been kind of trying to play the waiting game, and it paid off. So I got 2 of the 4. May have to suck it up and get the other 2. I don't know. Kind of on the fence about it. I'm not going to live or die if I don't have the Robin or the Superman. But having the Batman and the Joker out of this is definitely most important, and it's going to look great in the collection. But here we are, Batman Dark Knight Returns Build-A-Figure set. There we go. Even got the little Batman Dark Knight Returns little logo there. Nice little shot of Batman back there with the horse when it's complete. Kind of shows you which parts come with each figure, or rather which ones come with this one, which this one's going to have the legs and the tail, or 2 of the legs rather, the front legs and the tail. I believe the Robin comes with the torso, and then the Superman comes with the rear legs, which of course shows those figures right back there, the Superman and the Robin. And like I said, already got the Joker. Check out my channel if you haven't already. You can see the unboxing for that. But let's go ahead and rip open this bad boy. Super excited about this. Even more excited because it was cheap. Thank goodness. Makes it a whole lot easier to get it and not break the bank. So especially when you get 2 of the 4 figures and you only spend 20 bucks, I mean, can you really go wrong, honestly? And sometimes it pays off that way too. Just I don't know what it is, but there's just some figures that when they come out and you just see them everywhere, you think, if I played the long game, either Target will put them on clearance or maybe GameStop will. And in this case, it definitely happened. In fact, I know that some Targets actually had this set on clearance at one point, but I missed out on that. So it was nice I was able to catch a GameStop that had them instead. But let's go ahead and take a look at the card real quick. Nice little shot of Batman there. Definitely one of my favorite versions of Batman by far. I love the giant logo on the chest. I love the books, by all means. Probably one of my favorite Batman books of all time. Frank Miller just kicks all kinds of ass. So definitely worth a read if you've never read Dark Knight Returns. I highly recommend it. An incredible book. Definitely worth the read. And speaking of books, if you haven't already, if you've taken time of your day and you've watched The Sandman on Netflix, make sure you go check out the books for that as well. Neil Gaiman's hands down one of my favorite writers of all time. And I thought the series was incredible. And in a lot of ways, even though there were changes to some of the aspects of the story and the characters, I thought that they did a wonderful job with it, and that show's gotten a lot of good feedback. So if you haven't seen the show or read the books, hell, do both. Both are incredible, and I can definitely vouch for that personally. And I know this is supposed to be for a Batman figure, and I'm talking Sandman, but it is what it is. So got all of our stuff out. This Batman comes with 2 extra hands. It also apparently comes with 9 million tie downs, if I can get those to pop. And then the tape tucked away there. There we go. All right. That wasn't actually as hard as I thought it would be. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and look at the Build-A-Figure parts first, and I'll work my way over to bats. All right, so first off, we've got our legs here for the horse. So it looks like they've just got some kind of locking pins on the side, kind of like a squeeze lock. So maybe once you have those in place, it'll be a little bit easier to adjust the legs up at the top here, because it looks like they do shift or move. It's not, okay, there it goes. Okay, they're just really tight. So that's where the hinge is. It moves it. They do bend at the knees and do have some articulation down here by the hooves. But they do look good, though. I mean, they just looks like some big old muscly horse legs, so can't complain. There we go. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Like I said, I'm definitely more encouraged now to get the rest of the horse pieces than ever. Do I need the Robin and Superman? Not by any means. I'm actually happy just to have the Batman and the Joker. And then, of course, here's the horse tail. And this thing is heavy. It's just a big, solid freaking... It's just a giant chunk of rubber, bro. Like, but it looks good, though. Like, it really looks nice. I like that. So, yeah, definitely, I'm definitely on the more encouraged side to get the other figures to complete the set now. And here's a little Batarang on a rope. That's pretty awesome. And again, 2 exchangeable hands for Batman right here. Closed fist hands. If I can get this camera to zoom in. Holy shit. There we go. But yeah, closed fist hands. That way, if you want to have him just knocking somebody out, you can do that. Even though, really, I mean, his open hands don't look too much different from the fist. So, will I change them? Probably not. I really don't think I'm that hard up for it. But first off, let's look at this thing. Okay, so in the package, it looks good. Out of the package, this thing looks awesome. Honestly, this is legit, bro. Like, I really like the look of it. The face actually looks very good on it. Come on. The camera is not being friendly today. But yeah, the face on it is great. I mean, it's very, like, spot on with the Frank Miller design, you know, big chin, giant cheeks, like large jaw structure. Very nice, because obviously, if you're familiar with the books, Frank Miller's character design, they're all very bulky, which I always liked with this. The cape, rubber goods, looks nice though. I like that it looks kind of like a lot of it's just kind of folded over on itself, which is kind of a nice little touch. The cowl, very short ears on it, which is actually pretty solid and on point. With the design of the cowl on Batman in the book, which is really nice. Head's got a little bit of turn to it, but it's very tight, a lot like the Joker's was. The bat symbol on the chest is kind of raised, which is nice. I like that. It's not just painted on. Like, it's actually like a chunk of like plastic on there, like a raised thick piece of plastic there for the symbol. The belt is rubber goods, but it's molded on pretty hard, so you don't have to worry too much about any issues with it coming off or anything. It's got the double jointed shoulder area right here, which I like that. We've seen those coming more and more frequently on a lot of McFarlane stuff lately. Mattel's doing that a lot with some of their Ultimate Edition wrestling figures now as well. I do like those shoulder joints. It gives you a lot more flexibility. I mean, you can go out pretty far with that, and I do appreciate that. And the shoulder joints are very tight. Elbows, single jointed elbows on this one. Joker had double jointed, but this one's got single jointed, which, I mean, I'm not going to harp on too much. I mean, they all don't need double jointed elbows, except with this one, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe it did. If you're going to put it on that horse, it'd maybe give you a little more options for being able to hold the reins when you're trying to like pose it with the horse. But overall, though, I'm not going to nitpick that part too hard. The wrist on this feels pretty good, which is nice. Had some issues with the Jokers. This one's got some movement there. Okay, so this side, that's how tight it should be. This side, loosey-goosey. I mean, like, almost no effort at all to twist that. So that's, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. We had loose joints on the Joker, too, so that's a bit questionable, and I may have to, I don't know, that may end up counting towards its overall scoring. Knee joints, double jointed knees, but they do feel and look good, so no complaints on my end with those. Let's check the ankles. Toe articulation, you know it's your boy Roger's favorite. Ankles on the right side are tight. This one's a little looser, but it clicks. So even if you have some weight on it, it's locked in place. The Joker's ankles did not have locking joints on them, and they were so loose. Go back and check out the video. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And it was a bit of a downer for that. But man, this quad joint is so damn loose. I mean, that's I don't know, that's questionable. We're gonna look back here at the man. Look, damn, Bat's got cheeks, bro. Look, like, do you really need to define the crack of the butt that hard? That's a little weird. I mean, I know the cape's covering up, but good lord, like, Bat's is all caked up. Like, Oh my god. But yeah, actually looks really good though. The paint application is very nice, very clean. I don't know. It seems like his like the abdomen portion of his torso is like twisted like all the way over here to the left rather than wanting to like center back up. And I'm trying to get it to turn, and it's okay. There we go. That's a little better. Boy, that I don't know. That's weird. Okay, but man, that quad motion being so loose, that's really concerning me with being able to keep it to stand up, and that sucks because that was kind of my problem with Joker too. Is it just seemed like with the loose issues on it, standing it might be a problem. It seems like this one has a lean to the right, which is a little weird because Joker kind of had a little bit of lean to the left. So that's an interesting little tidbit. Don't know if that was on purpose, on accident, or what, but it is a thing. And you can see it there in the shoulders. He's standing straight up, and then boom. It's like he's got, I don't know, just a much lower left shoulder than the right shoulder. So that's interesting. All right, let's see how he stands on his own, or if he will. I think he will, because the ankles will hold up, I would assume. But then again, I don't know. That quad's turning so easy. Okay, so he'll stand up on his own, so we're good there. I'm going to put him on the stand real quick anyways, just for the hell of it. Just to make sure that, if anything, maybe the stand... Because I know some of these, it's not often, but once in a while you'll get one where the peg on the stand won't fit the shoe right. So the figure just won't stay up, or it's so loose on there, you may as well not have the damn stand. But it holds up on the stand very well. Let's go ahead and change. I'm going to change one of the hands. I'm not going to change two. I'm going to change one of them just real quick, just to see if the joints are good on swapping. Okay, so that's good. That feels right. Okay, I think I can get on board with that. So, like I said, probably going to keep the open hands on this one because they're so close to looking just like the closed fist. There's no sense in doing it that way. And I guess since he's kind of got that lean, you can this actually kind of come in handy. Kind of pose him kind of down on a knee, like he's trying to pick himself up to fight. So that's kind of cool. But overall, this figure actually looks very nice. The overall design of it is definitely true to the Frank Miller Batman design style. But boy, that I mean, look at it. Just there you go. Like that's what I'm talking about. It's so loose. I mean, other than that, though, I mean, like honestly, the figure looks great. It feels great. It's a nice, heavy figure too. I'd probably have to conservatively go 8 with this one. It'd probably be closer to a 9, but man, that's really throwing it off for sure. And I do kind of wish there was a little more posability in the neck on this figure. I don't know why, but I feel like Batman should have a lot more options for turning the head. And with the way it feels when you're turning it, it feels like you're just about to pop it off. Like you turn it so far, it's just going to pop out of the joint. And I'm not super comfortable with that. But yeah, overall, great looking figure. I think 8's a solid score for this one for sure. But like I say, it would have been easily a 9, but this design issue right here definitely has me bummed out. But all in all, awesome figure, looks incredible. It's going to be fantastic in the display, propped up right next to Joker here. Can't wait to get that set up. And like I said, $10, $11, you can't beat it. So check your GameStops if you want to get these. Hell of a price for these. Jump on it and grab one while you can. Guys, this is going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you for checking it out. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Collecting Garage. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, have yourselves an awesome week.